Who are you?
So my name's May, or well, Mai-Leen.
How old are you?
I'm 24, turning 25 next year.
What is your occupation?
So I've just graduated from the University of Liverpool with civil engineering, and I'm going to be going into that. So technically a civil engineer, but I also have a business alongside it called Cozy Creations, which is like creative events around Liverpool. And then I've just thrown in a bit of photography on the side every now and then as well.
Where did your story begin?
I think it depends really. I think I have a lot of eras. That's how I see it, like different eras. And I think the main one started in 2023. But it wouldn't have started in 2023 if I hadn't have had like the past 10 years.
What was your childhood like?
My childhood was it was great. I had a lovely family. Have a lovely family. I suffered a lot with depression throughout school, and I think that's what has been a lot of what made me who I am today. Um, but yeah, I had amazing friends, amazing family. I done well in school. It was just the depression that was the negatives, I guess.
Who were your biggest influences growing up?
That's a good question. Um, I don't think I had specific role models, to be fair. Um,
Can be famous or non-famous, by the way.
mm, I think I looked up to my sister a lot because she was always doing something. She was always very busy. Um, and she had like a lot of responsibility. So I looked up to her. I was very proud. But other than that, I don't think I had many role models.
Did you have any dreams or ambitions as a kid, and how have they changed?
Um, so when I was younger, I wanted to be a vet, but then I found out that it's a lot of work and not much pay, and I was like, no. So then, who else? And then I've just kind of, I I enjoy my creative side, and I have a habit of getting hyperfixi hyperfixation.
Hmm.
So I'll find a new hobby and I'll be obsessed with it. I'll find my favorite like ways of doing things and I'll do it for like 2 weeks and then I'll find something else and I'll just completely drop the last thing and then go on to the next. Yeah, it's always changed, I think.
Yeah.
There's not been a certain dream that's lasted. I think it's just more to be happy, especially like when I was younger. Through the depression, I was like, I don't know how how it sounds so cringy, but how will I be happy? Like how what is happiness?
No, yeah.
Um, so I think it was just I wanted to get to the point where I found that, and I think I've already done that. So now it's just like trying things out.
Yeah. Little side question. Do you think Cozy Creations has helped with your hyperfixations?
Um,
Being able to hold events for that said hyperfixation,
yeah,
maybe?
I think so. I think it's helped me become a bit more disciplined as well to stop like just dropping and starting new things.
Hmm.
Um, I think the responsibility of doing it for other people has helped me and it motivates me to make sure that I do things rather than if I stop enjoying it, I can just, if it's just for me, I can just drop it and continue. Whereas other people are waiting for it now. So
Yeah.
it makes me more motivated to get the job done.
Cute. Was there a specific turning point that changed your life or changed the course of your life? Sorry.
Um, I think it was just before we founded Cozy Creations. So Cozy Creations, we got the idea at the end of 2023. But I think the year 2023 was just like a turning point. Um, I'd say 2022, 2023. I began after COVID. I wanted to just go out, obviously, like everyone else,
Mhm.
but to do things more by myself. I was tired of waiting for other people, like to make plans with other people, see if they're free on this day and that day, and then go and do the activities that I wanted to do. So I made a deal with myself. Is just if I want to go and do something, just do it by yourself. Um, to just try out things. And
Yeah, I remember you started going for coffees,
yeah, I
stuff like
went for
that.
coffees by myself. I started going to cinema. I really enjoyed that, especially in the nighttime. And
Mhm.
then I done a couple of like staycations for a couple of nights out. Um, and I enjoyed that as well. And I think that was a turning point for me. It brought me out of the depression that I was in for so long. And it was like I often explain it as I was reborn. Like I was seeing things for the first time and I could see the happiness that was like I'd walk down the street and I'd see a couple smiling. It's like there's happiness. Like that's what I couldn't find last year or the year before. And I think that's what's kind of helped me.
Yeah, that's really nice. Um, can you well, we're gonna open up about that a little bit more. Can you tell me about a moment where you truly felt lost or stuck, and what got you through that?
um, I can't really pinpoint a certain time, but I think during the start of COVID, no, not even the start, because I was working then and I was getting paid to sunbathe and I really enjoyed that. But I think it was like as the reality of the lockdown set in and it was like, we don't know how long this is going to last for and we have to just stay indoors. We can't see our families and we have to stay 6 meters away. I think that kind of hit home a bit because I'm very family orientated.
Mhm.
Um, so then to think, I don't know when the next time I'll be able to hug my nephew or hug my niece. And they were young then. So I think that was a difficult point. But what helped me through is I think the creative side. So I started getting into my paint by numbers sheet. I'd get them off Amazon and do them. And then I done a lot of henna as well. So I think those kind of helped me stay present and not worry too much because I have no control over the pandemic. So
Yeah.
yeah, easy said than done, but that's what I done.
Little side shout out. Do you remember Eat Out to Help Out?
Yeah,
That was the best
amazing.
thing that
It was
happened.
so good,
Where
but
did
then
that
that just
go?
caused COVID to come back so
I
much
know.
quicker.
Yeah, I do miss it though. That
Yeah,
that
facts, me
that was
too.
brilliant.
Half price. God.
Gorgeous. What's a decision that you were scared of but changed everything when you made it?
Um, you know what? I think it was moving out.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think because I was going to say cozy creations, but I don't think cozy creations would have been here if I didn't move out.
Yeah.
Um, and it was something that my parents and my family just kept going on at me saying that it's not a good idea. Like I'm throwing money away. It's not something that I should do. But I was really excited, and I'd spent the first 2 years of university at home, and I enjoyed it. I saved a lot of money, and my parents weren't home all the time, so I got the house to myself. But I wanted my own place and to have that university experience away from home. And even now, like, so I work sometimes at the university now, still. And when we have children visiting on campus, if they live near, I say, even if it's just for a year, try moving out because it was the best thing I could have done. So
I
yeah,
agree. Yeah.
yeah, I think I'd be moving out.
See, I thought it was going to be like committing to civil engineering in uni.
Um, no, I guess so, but I don't think it was a big commitment in the sense of I've I felt more forced down it.
Mhm.
So with secondary school, we had a lot of our science teachers, and they were very not pushy, but they were encouraging me to go into engineering. So with no idea of what I wanted to do, I was like, yeah, okay, it's decent money. They want women. I'll do it. But it wasn't something that I was passionate about. So yeah, I don't think it was technically my decision that changed it. So I wouldn't count it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Are you grateful for that
Yeah, like
push?
I wouldn't change anything,
Mhm.
especially to the point where I am today. I think as much as I'm not sure whether civil engineering is going to be the path that I stay down, I think what I've got from it, the people that I've met on the course, it's all been 100% worth it.
Yeah. What did you have to let go of to become who you are now?
Um, I wouldn't say let go, but I had to step away from being so introverted.
Mhm.
Because that's how I've been all my life. I enjoy being alone. I enjoy solitude. But then once we moved out, I couldn't just stay at home. Like I was already my home was shared with other people. I had to then socialize more, and then with having a creative and social business, I had to then step out of my comfort zone further, go to a lot of networking events. So I think that,
You really learn like balance between the two. So
yeah,
you still have your alone time to recharge and stuff like that, but you're still putting yourself out there and
yeah, I think that's something that I had to learn um, quite quickly, but I think it worked well. It was the right pace for me.
Mhm. Plus the rooms were so small you had to get
Oh
out.
my goodness.
Well, we've kind of already touched on this, but how did you find your path slash how did it find you?
My passion.
Like your path in life.
Ooh. Um,
So obviously we spoke about the civil engineering was a bit
yeah, I think it's just finding things that you enjoy. Like I speak about this a lot with my boyfriend, and it's just like if you enjoy something, continue to learn more about it, because in the future you'll be able to find a way to merge all the things that you enjoy into one, and that'll be like your passion, your purpose.
Mhm.
um so I think that's kind of what I've done. Like I was good at and I enjoyed maths and physics, so problem solving. um that's it's led me to civil engineering and to a company that are looking for more social impact, which is something that I've started doing with Cozy Creations.
Yeah.
I enjoy the creativity and the community, bringing them together. So already I'm starting to see like whether it will, but like a major or paths that I could potentially take in the future to bring them both together. So I think my advice for others would be just to do that sort of thing, is to, if you enjoy photography, just keep it going, because you might get a job in an office, but they'll want headshots for everyone, and
Mhm.
they'd rather pay someone that's already in the office than an external person. So you can always find ways of leveraging your skills to get better known or to get better at what you like to do
Yeah. And get paid.
and get paid.
What's one thing people misunderstand about your journey?
Um, I think a lot of people say that I'm very calm and confident, um, and that things come to me easily. This is not the case. Um, I I'm so stressed. I'm like stressed most of the time, and it's all myself. I do it to myself, but yeah, and I don't feel confident. I feel that I'm very good at fake it till you make it. Yeah, and then like so I said before that I've always done well in school. So I think a lot of people see that, but they don't see all the stuff that I have to do behind the scenes, or um how long it'd take me to do homeworks or essays and things like that. So yeah, I think that's what some people misunderstand.
Mhm.
And also I've got, can I swear?
I can bleep it, but yeah.
I've got a resting face, so then people think I'm I'm horrible, but I like talking to people now. So I'm like, talk to me, it's fine. But then when you see me on the street, I look so horrible. So yeah, that's another thing that people must understand.
Have you ever reinvented yourself, and what did it look like?
Um,
I think we were speaking about that
yeah,
earlier.
so
Yeah.
when I started Cozy Creations, I had to, it wasn't like a slow progress. It was, we had the idea. 1 week later, we were on a program to develop the idea into a business. And then because we were on that program, we then decided we need to start networking. So it was very quick jump into me having to be more social, learn to communicate better. Um, so yeah, I think that transition.
Definitely a reinvention. I can say that in a
Mm,
good way.
yes, it was painful, but it was worth it.
What is one failure or setback that ended up being a blessing in disguise? I feel like I know this one.
I think getting my A level results, because I didn't do as well as I thought I was going to do, and the grades that I got meant that I couldn't get onto university. But because of that, I took a year out. I then done a foundation year and then started the course. So 2 years after my A levels, and I think I found that to be so daunting, to know that I was going to be 2 years older than everyone else in the room. Well, most people in the room. Um, and I've always been quite hard on myself in terms of where I wanted to be at certain times. And I just thought, because I was doing well in school, after my A levels, I'll go straight into uni. I'll finish uni after 3 years and I'll be working. So then to have to put that on pause for 2 years before I can get back on track, I think that really threw me a lot. But I'm so happy that it happened. I got a year working in an office. So I got that experience, but also money, which was great. And then I done a foundation year. I met a load of people through that, which I ended up going onto a course with. And then I've met so many different people on my course, which I don't think I would have. Perhaps I would have had the same experience in a different year, but the people that I've met here, I'd never change any of that.
Yeah.
So that's been a blessing.
That was the one I was thinking of, to be fair.
Yeah. God, I remember getting the results and I was like,
But no, that's all worked out in the end. Little Miss Masters over here. How do you handle self-doubt or imposter syndrome, if at all?
um, I don't think I handle it too well, to be honest, but I'm starting to learn more now. And I think it's just reflecting on what you've gone through and just telling yourself, well, I've been able to get over that issue and that hurdle. So why can't I get over this? Like, yeah, it might be harder, but I've come out the other side of everything else. So I'll be able to do the same for this. And to know that it's not really reassuring, but life's going to continue anyway. So whether you end up suffering, you stay stuck in this issue, life's going to continue and you're just going to spend more time in the issue rather than sorting out and getting to the other side and moving on. So I think it's kind of, I've reassured myself, but I'm also like, get a grip, move on, get going.
Like tough love a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I think I need that.
What are some habits or beliefs that have helped you evolve?
Um, Over the past year or so, I've often said, um, the worst that people can say is no when it comes to asking for opportunities or asking cheeky questions. Like, the worst that they'll say is no, you can't do that, and that's not going to affect you in any way. And that's just, one no is one step closer to a yes, as other people say. So yeah, I think that's something that's now driving me, and I think rejection's always good. Getting used to rejection's always good, because it just makes you more resilient and you can get through anything.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice, I think it's to be yourself. Like, I never really believed it. Like, I always thought, well, that's just so stupid to tell you. But every individual brings something different because of the passions or the things that they enjoy. So I think I've learned the the advice, be yourself, is more just follow what you enjoy, because you'll find the strengths in it, and the people looking for you will find you.
Mhm.
So I think that would be the
Yeah.
best.
I think a second one might be that man in the coffee shop.
Now, which man?
The one,
The only coffee shop you've been to?
the one that no, you in Chelsea. The one that was like, oh, you should make this like a thing open to
Yeah,
the public.
I think that was kind of, yeah, that was like a aha moment.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy looking back on some of the, like, to be fair, finding the best advice, it's so hard because you meet so many people from like the networking events that I'm doing and things like that. You meet so many people that give little pockets of advice that you want to try and take on, and yeah, it's hard to pick the best.
When you look at you, who you are today, what are you most proud of?
Um, I think just following what I wanted to do rather than listening to what my family or other people were telling me what to do. Um, I know my parents have my best interest at heart, but they grew up in a different generation, and I think they grew up surviving rather than thriving. Um, so a lot of their advice were to keep me safe rather than to help me do better. So I think of letting them down gently, telling them that I'm not listening to their advice, was probably the best thing that I've done, and it's something that I'm most proud of. Is because if I listened to them, I wouldn't have moved out. I probably wouldn't have the business, and I wouldn't have done a lot of the things that I'm doing 2023 onwards. So yeah, I think that would be it.
What's something that you're still working on within yourself?
I think there's a couple of things. Well, obviously, there's loads, to be fair. I think one of the main ones is people pleasing. I think I've come a long way with it, especially with like my family, for example. But there's still aspects, especially when I've got a lot on my plate and people are asking me to do something for them, even if it's just small. I'll my first instinct is just to say yes because I want to help them, but then I have to take into account that I already have 74 things going on today. Can I actually fit another 12?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, people pleasing. And I had another one, but I can't remember it. Yeah, learning to balance things. I think that's always going to be a struggle, and something that I learn more about as because my plate will change and the balance of everything will change. But just learning to try and keep things steady so I'm not going to crash out and have a meltdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important. um. So, what's next for you? What are you dreaming about?
That's a good question. Civil engineering. I think I'm going to be trying that out. Like, I've spent 4 years working on it. I want to give it a shot, see if it's something that I do enjoy. But from that, maybe like management as well. I think project management, especially with the business, learning that I enjoy the organisation of events. I think that could be something that I go down as well. And then continuing Cozy Creations, of course. We love the open mic night in there. creative events. And then I think just seeing what else I enjoy and finding ways to incorporate that into my life and make it an income. I think that's something that it's a game I want to play. Yeah,
What are you grateful for?
everything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I'm not grateful for apart from the drivers on the road when I'm driving. But yeah, I think especially like I said, after 2023 and just having that reborn perspective, I see so much happiness and so much potential and silver linings in everything now. So I think that's just helped me stay grateful. Of course, in the moment when I'm frustrated, I'm going to have things like, no, I don't want to anymore. Why is this happening? But yeah, I think I'm grateful for everyone, like my family, my friends, everyone around me, the different connections I'm able to make with the people that I already know.
If you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you say? I know you've done this quite a bit with other
Um,
projects with Open and that, but
I think it would be just to not be so hard on yourself.
yeah.
Like, especially in school, we were told that we need to know what we want to do, and things like that. And I think that put a lot of pressure on me to figure things out. And I'm not saying it was the cause for the depression, but I don't think it helped just having that constant pressure on I need to know what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I think going back talking to my younger self is it's like don't be so hard on yourself. Just figure out what you're good at, what you enjoy, and keep doing those things, and you'll find a way of making it all work.
Yeah. Final question.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Final question. What do you hope people take away from hearing your story?
I think I didn't want to start a business, but it's just an idea that I had, and I decided to run with it. Um, I think it's just knowing that you can do anything that you want to do. And people say that all the time. And I've realized that I'm just repeating things that I've always heard, but when I heard them, I never actually understood it. Yeah, it's like if you really want something, you can do it. You just need to take the time to figure out how to make a step by step plan if you need to. I didn't, I just dove headfirst into it and then tried not to drown, which works as well. But yeah, if there's hobbies that you enjoy or a certain topic that you enjoy, learn more about it. If it's through a course or through YouTube, I think, don't be limited. Like, we have to work for the rest of our lives, basically. So find something that you moderately enjoy, at least. Then find all the hobbies that you like and find a way to weave them all together. Like, try and make life fun, because if you're going to be working 9 to 5 for a while, you might as well make it a game.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to add? A little shameless plug or anything?
Yeah, follow Cozy Creations, Cozy with a C and an S, dot creations, but with a K, please.
I'll put it on the screen, don't you worry.
And then my photography is May Shot This, and my personal is Mai-Leen Catherine.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.